Majin Mark, good morning. Malaita Nua, my new t-shirt. Tom Reek, done over, ready for work. That's what we're ready for. Now, go back, Osbearla, into English. This is the final arrangement for the panels. That's the complete unit, ready for fitting. So in this case we've got the 4 panels there. Now I made up the little handles for that, so what I did was I just got out a section like that and just took a little scallop off the top and bottom and sprayed them up. So the spray on this are 2 packs. I got a 2-pack undercoat, base coat, rubbed down them with 320 grit, and then you have 2 top coats. It's a matte finish, 10% sheen, 2-pack finish again, which is very hard wearing and kind of scuff resistant. So not child-proof. So these are ready now to be fitted. A couple of pointers just before I go and fit these. When you dry fit and you've finished the actual panels that I've shown in the previous video, the dry fit is, the hinges are on and everything is set there for proper lines and proper lines all around. That's all based on Pythagoras and 90 degrees. I'll deal more with that down the line because it's an interesting fundamental principle that we would use consistently in a workshop or in the built environment. Very important little point to make out here, just for the uninitiated or people that are going at this. When you dry fit something, you now have to take off the hinges before you spray it. So 2 things occur there. One, to point out, there are no 2 hinges absolutely identical. So once you fit a hinge and you have the dry fit and everything is happy and you're rosy in the garden and Tashe Goma once it's good, okay, make sure that you mark the hinge that's going to go on the recess. Don't take off all the hinges and then when it's all sprayed up you go back and put different hinges back into different positions. It's the very same as putting a piece onto the lathe, turning it a little bit, taking it off the chuck and then putting it back on later. You will never get it 100% back on centre. The same principle applies here. So you've got to be cormac, you've got to be careful before you actually do anything silly with it. So take off the hinges, number them onto the hinge that you have there. Maybe do it with masking tape. Mask the actual recess for the hinge, simply because the spray, if you spray over it, you'll have to take off the spray thickness again. So mark the hinge and mark the recess with masking tape. So the hinge that you're using originally will go back into the exact same position, and make sure it's noted which way you turn it also. That'll ensure that when you do put it back together again, that it'll be exactly as it was for the dry fit. If you fail to do that, well then you'll find that you'll run into insurmountable problems from the point of view of little glitches or little discrepancies. So remember that these hinges, a lot of the stuff in today's world is produced in China. I'm not suggesting that's it, but the quality control isn't quite what it would be from a European point of view. So I would always use, and if you check the hinges with a vernier calipers, this guy, you'll find it, check it all you want with a vernier, this guy, you'll find that they're not always the same, the tiniest little bit discrepancy in them. So always ensure that when you go to do a dry fit, take off the hinges, make sure they're marked into the original position for when you put them back on after polishing. So that's it. In my case, I've gone for, okay, I just went, that's a little scallop, little jobby there that I did for the handle. I don't think a metal one or a knob would be appropriate, so we just go with a little folding little guy like that, or little subtle little thing I should say. So there's my folding panel, and there's the recess rebate on there. Everything's hinged now, ready to fit. Take that apart, pop it up to its location. I have 2 of them done, you may see it on camera there, the other one is done. I'm happy with the outcome there. It's a matter of going up now and fixing to the wall. Now in this case, there's many different ways of fixing, but I'm literally going to fix through the centre of in this case and come back and plug it and paint it again because it's a painted finish. So I could do it with a secret one, because of the building I've just decided I'm just going to go straight through and plug it and paint it afterwards, just touch it up. So I'm just going for a very simple method for fixing these. Okay, the fitting part. So that's my completed unit. I'm happy with the separation lines between them and the absolute accuracy that's required based on square, 90 degrees, Pythagoras' theorem. So ready to go with that, everything done. That's the end of the clip. We'll show a little one just showing the fitted article when it's done. So for now, bye for now, slán go fóill. Over and out.